I'm here to answer an age-old question that every drinker needs answers to. What do you order when you're in the club? My name is Bisane and welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. This gives me motivation to make more videos in the future and let me know how the whole review is going. Before we jump into what to drink, how much to drink, let me tell you that there are different drinks over the menu and possibly different segments. So all the segments you need to know basically are cocktails, mocktails, beers and whiskey. So since it's basically in quarantine and most of the clubs are closed, I will give you an information of how to order drinks when you're in the club when it's ready to open. So let me tell you a little bit about mocktails. Mocktails are basically non-alcoholic drinks. So these consist of fruit juices, soft drinks and beverages. So this is basically for the person who does not drink in the group. We all have that one friend who does not consume alcohol. So I suggest you tag him in this section so that he knows that what to choose from. There are a few different flavors for mocktails. I personally do not choose mocktails because I lean towards beer or whiskey. There are more than 20 different flavors that you can choose from. So these mocktails can range anywhere between 100 rupees to all the way to 500 depending on the type of mocktail you choose. My personal preferences is the pineapple, which is called Sunset Glory, and mango, which is seasonal, but you can have it. The mango one is called mango cocktail, I'm assuming, yeah, mango cocktail, and I'll list a few somewhere here in the on screen so that you'll have an idea of what to choose from and you can choose according to your budget. The next one on the list is called cocktails. So cocktails is basically an alcoholic mixture of beverages, soft drinks, juices, flavored syrup and cream. If you're the person who does not like the taste of liquor or not into hard liquor, then I suggest this is the one for you. Few of my recommendation I would suggest is one of my favorites, which is called Long Island iced tea, which you set back around 700 bucks. Then would be the Cosmopolitan, and for ladies you could go for Bloody Mary as well. I'll list a few of my recommendations as well over the list, or I can show you in a video montage. Be sure to check it out. These are my few recommendations. For all the ladies out there, do check this out. This is one for you. One thing to note about cocktails is that cocktails basically is a mixture of different types of spirits. So for example, let me take an example of Long Island iced tea. So basically this contains rum, gin, tequila, vodka and coke. So what happens is that it gives you a mixture and you get tipsy real quick. So a couple of these would do the trick. I suggest you not to mix the cocktails because this contains different consistencies and different kinds of spirits, and it will literally cause mayhem in your body. Also, the major thing is that the pamphlet or the menu should mention all the type of liquors that are being used. So have it according to your perspective or which one you prefer. The next one on the list is beer. For all the beer lovers, this one's for you. So if you're going as a couple or if you're going as a crowd, I suggest you guys have a beer. So beer basically comes in 4 different formats. The basics would be pint, which would set back to close to 150 to 200. Next would be the mug, which would cost you 300 to 400. Next would be the pitcher, somewhere around 700 to 800. And the last one would be the tower, which you can have it as a group, which would set back close to 1400, almost close to 900 to 1400 rupees INR. So my last recommendation would be liquor, hard liquor, which is basically contains whiskey, vodka, and all that type of spirits. So what happens is that this is kind of like in a steeper end of the budget. So if I can give you an example, 30 ml of Old Monk, which costs around 250. But nonetheless, this is actually my recommendation. You can have the different type of whiskeys as well. On the rocks would be my preference, and for the ladies out there, you can have vodka and Sprite, and for the boys, if you're want to have a good time, then all the other liquors are available and you can ask the bartender for any of the sort of liquor that you prefer. So my recommendation would be trying out one of my favorites, which is called Jager Bomb. If not, you could go somewhere, for the ladies out there, you can go for shots or fire shots, and I'll list a few of them here somewhere in the screen as well so that you'll have understanding how and what can you spend on that budget. So now you have an understanding of what you guys want and what you guys choices are. I would suggest that probably look into the type of drink that you choose. I prefer telling you guys not to mix mocktails, cocktails and hard liquors at the same time. Stick to one and do repeat that over the evening and have an amazing time. Drink responsibly as well. Just a quick note that the couple of drinks would be preferable, or the choice. I wouldn't suggest more than 2 because you would have to go home, which would be a major problem, because if you're lost, then they would harvest your kidneys from you. So be safe and drink responsibly. Alright guys, I've given you information mostly about what goes into a club. If you've not visited, do check it out, and maybe you'll have a good time, end up dancing and making new friends. Also, now the major thing comes is that what do you do and what kind of budget are you looking at when you go to a club? So like I mentioned, the prices of the drinks, so carry your cash accordingly so that you won't have shortage. I know that if you're going in a group, some will have some shortage of cash. I suggest you go in the beginning of the month where the salary is credited and you can have a little of time and you can spend wisely. If you go at the end, you'll be broke and you will have to sell your kidney to make some money. Cheers you guys. I'd like to thank one of my friends for reaching out and letting me know that about this topic. This has actually been a fun topic to cover because even I was not sure what kind of things I prefer. Also on a note that any topics which you want me to cover, I can definitely cover, and like, share and subscribe you guys. Until we meet next time, you guys, stay frosty. Peace.